Your objectives form the fundamental basis of all the marketing work you do on Facebook. They're the options you get, at a campaign level, to decide what kind of direction you want to go in depending on what you want to achieve for your business, from increased awareness to actual conversions. You can choose from ones that improve your brand's presence, to make people aware of what you're all about, all the way to encouraging people to complete sales. They're the foundation of your ad campaigns, and everything you do is built up from the objectives you choose when you create a new ad, regardless of what you actually want to achieve. I mean, look, you can't even choose move on before you've selected your objective.
Now, before you select your objectives, you need to choose between auction and reach and frequency. Now, the objectives will differ depending on which of these you pick. I'm not going to go into this right now, however. The reason for that is that which one you pick will affect your bidding later on down the line, and that is a very complicated subject to which I've actually devoted an entire chapter. For now, keep in mind that auction is well suited to in-house marketing and working with a specific budget, and reach and frequency works well for agencies, where you can more accurately predict ad spend over time and then set goals accordingly.
Everything from ad spend to the creative content of your ads depends on the objectives you set for them. This is because each objective acts slightly differently. I'm now going to show you the variety of options you get when it comes to creating your ad campaigns. Basically, Facebook boils it down to 3 options: awareness, consideration, and conversions. Within those umbrella sets, you can see a bunch of different types like brand awareness, lead generation, video views, conversions, catalog sales, etc. But why does traffic fall under consideration? And why are store visits part of conversion? What does each objective mean? Well, don't worry, I'm going to explain it all to you. Think of this as how your customers travel from getting to know you to buying your products. Basically, we call this process the consumer journey funnel. First off, they need to get to know who you are, then they'll consider their need for your product. Finally, last but not least, is their urge to buy it. Now, going back to Facebook's options, awareness is pretty straightforward. Like its name suggests, this is all about generating interest in your product or service, according to Facebook, that is. In simple terms, it means giving your brand the boost it needs to gain more interest, to get your name out in front of potential customers. Consideration is the stage after awareness. Once your audience starts to hear more about you, they'll want to know more information. This is where you'll want to consider giving them more information about your company and why you have the best product to really solidify their interest. Finally, we've got conversions. After a customer's learnt about your brand and they've learnt as much as they need to know about you, conversions cover the process of getting them over the line. Now, the best thing about all of this is that Facebook will automatically optimize your campaigns according to which objective you select, through a combination of its algorithm and machine learning. Remember that we covered this in Chapter 5. That means that whatever your objective, Facebook is going to use its algorithm to work out the most effective way of putting your ads in front of the right audience. How effective it is comes down to how you use them. Like I've been hammering home throughout this entire course so far, Facebook gives you the options and the resources to build incredible campaigns. Your job is to actually master the platform and make it do exactly what you want it to do for your business. If you select the traffic objective, for example, which you can find under consideration, Facebook will automatically optimize your campaigns to deliver the lowest cost per click possible. Similarly, if you go for the conversions objective, as you can see here, Facebook will optimize your campaigns to achieve the most possible visits to your site or Facebook app at the lowest cost possible. Once you've chosen your advertising objective, Facebook will give you a range of options for how to lay your ads out, each ideally optimized for that specific platform. From there, well, it's down to how creative you can be. Always keep in mind the hundreds of analyses Facebook runs and the results it will throw at you. But don't worry though, we're going to show you exactly what data to look at, how to analyze it, and how to act on it. Basically, how to make them work for you. Now, you might be thinking about the potential for overlap between objectives. If you are, well then you're on completely the right track. Each objective is executed in a particular way. However, it's easy to get confused when it looks like two different objectives actually fulfill similar end goals. Let me give you an example. Imagine you're an e-commerce store and you're selling sunglasses. You might want to send as many people as possible to your store so that you can boost your online sales. Between the reach and traffic objectives, you've got two plausible objectives. Reach will put your ads in front of the widest audience as possible, whilst traffic will look to send as many people as possible to your site at a cheaper price. Tough choice, right? Which one do you think it is? Well, let me tell you. The answer is technically both and neither. Delivering your ads to the people most likely to click through your website doesn't mean it's delivering to the people most likely to buy from your website. It means delivering people who are most likely to click through to your website. Big difference. Well, duh, you might say. But whilst we might have a great CTR and low CPC, you probably won't get the cheapest possible conversion. In this case, you'd want to select the conversions objective. This will not only allow you to select where conversions take place, but also allow you to target people who previously installed your app. You'll be delivering the best possible conversions for your budget because you'll be delivering your ads to the people most likely to make a purchase. Remember how I keep going on about detail? How could you forget, right? As I mentioned previously, different objectives have different setups. Sticking with our example of your sunglasses e-commerce store, if you select the traffic objective, you can't actually specify which conversions you want to track. Facebook doesn't actually make tracking a mandatory field, which means you could miss it altogether. Do you see what I mean? It gives you the options, but it doesn't actually make them totally clear. Luckily, we're actually showing you how to do things the right way. So let's wrap this video up with a quick recap. Each objective will have a huge effect on your campaign, right down to the kind of call to action buttons you can use. Particular CTA buttons are only available within certain objectives. Local awareness ads can use the Get Directions CTA, but not the Download Now CTA. Knowing the right objective to pick will have a huge impact on how you advertise. Luckily, I'm going to show you exactly what each one does, and how you can use it to market your business on Facebook more effectively. Let's start with awareness. Now, this is the best for businesses that are either just starting out or looking to make a break into new markets. Like its name suggests, this is all about generating interest in your product or service. In plain terms, it means giving your brand the boost it needs to gain more interest and to get your name out in front of future customers. Now, there are two subsets of objectives within this category, the first of which is pretty self-explanatory: brand awareness. It's designed to show your ads to people who are most likely to remember them. You can roll out a single image or video, carousel or slideshow across Facebook and Instagram when you choose this objective. You should use this variety to your advantage, because Facebook's own research has found that the longer a user spends time looking at an ad, the more likely they are to remember it. That makes sense, right? Now, this objective isn't geared towards generating immediate sales. Rather, it's more for the long run. It's especially useful for new brands. If a brand is unknown in a particular market and wants to expand its presence, it needs to make its brand known, and known to the right people, i.e., those who are more likely to both remember the ad and eventually convert.
The goal here is to rack up impressions for your brand.
Luxury brands benefit the most from this objective, given that people spend longer considering purchases in this sector. Of course, this isn't the best objective if you're looking for actual material conversions, but it is super effective if you're looking to break into a new market. It's basically designed to inspire brand confidence and to help you gain recognition within a new audience. If you want more app installs, website traffic, or immediate sales, then you should obviously go with the corresponding objectives. However, it's certainly worth investing a portion of your budget at least in brand awareness campaigns, so that you can put your brand's message in front of your target audience on Facebook and Instagram. Now, while I'm here, I just want to point out a really cool feature Facebook's rolled out across some campaign objectives, called Estimated Ad Recall. Now, regardless of what some people might say, Facebook can't actually read users' minds, however much it'd like to. However, it can make an estimation of how many people remembered seeing your ad based on how much time they spent looking at it. Measuring brand impact is challenging, even from a data behemoth like Facebook. It's also difficult to track changes in brand perception over time.
Here, the goal is to reach unique people who are likely to convert.
By using machine learning, they project the results of a full ad recall survey. These surveys often include the percentage of people who say they've seen ads they haven't been shown. Facebook estimates this number, then subtracts it. Now, even Facebook itself has admitted that this isn't a totally precise metric, and that the best kind of survey to do in this case would be a brand lift study. However, it definitely does give you some insight into how your campaign is performing. Reach is all about scope. This objective is about maximizing the number of people who see your ads and how frequently they can be seen. It's about showing your ad to the maximum amount of people. You see, you can maximize your reach through the full length of your campaign. Not only this, but you can also set the minimum number of days before the same person sees your ad again by using frequency cap. Now this is obviously really useful, because you can use this to make sure that people don't get sick of seeing your ads, as well as managing your budget more closely. Let's say, for instance, that you're a digital music retailer, and you're looking to drive sales with ads shown across a large section of your target audience. That cross-section will be shown the same ads multiple times in order to achieve higher impression rates. If you're worried that people are seeing the same ad too many times, don't fret. With the reach objective, you can reduce the frequency with which it's shown. Best of both. This is great if you're a new business and just want to get your ads seen by as many people as possible, and you can hedge your bets that you won't be hitting the same people too often. That way, more people will become exposed to what you do. Although it might not make a lasting impression, it's a good way of getting in front a huge number of people. Consideration is the stage after awareness. Once your audience starts to hear about you, well, they'll want to know more. This is where you want to consider giving them more information about your company, your product, to really solidify their interest. Traffic is all about driving people towards your business. If awareness is about drawing your target's audience attention towards your company's product, traffic is about ensuring click-through to your site by showing your ads to the people who are most likely to do just that. The idea is that you'll be creating ads that send people where you want them to go, either to a specific website or app off of Facebook, or increase the number of people going to your mobile or desktop app, called App Engagement, or target people who have previously installed your app in the audience section of ad creation.
This is perfect for blog promotion, getting more people to read your great content.
Where traffic drives people towards your website, engagement encourages them to actually interact with your post, page, or app. Now, as you can see, engagement can be measured in comments, shares, likes, event responses, and offer claims. The beauty of engagement is that it allows you to see how people react to your brand and get a measurement of your success. What's more, post-engagement adverts help you share information about your business beyond the people who like your posts. So in this sense, you can actually hit new audiences. After running the ad, you can take a look at insights to see how your ad performed. What were the engagement stats? How many likes, comments, and shares did your ad get? These numbers are a surefire way of gauging what your target audience likes the most, so you can create more content like that in the future. Ideally, you'd select this objective if one of your posts is performing better than your average posts, in terms of how people are engaging with it. You can use the engagement objective to give a well-performing post a bit of a signal boost. In doing so, you'll make sure that your best content performs consistently well and gets even better, and in turn, that will drive people to your page. Now, something to think about is the fact that organic reach on pages has been dropping for some time, by as much as 20% on some pages since January, according to BuzzSumo. There's been a huge increase in the amount of posts being created on Facebook's platform, and their algorithmic changes are designed to filter out a lot of what it calls newsfeed spam. Using the post engagement objective is how to avoid being caught in the filter, along with so much useless content. Page likes, as you can see, is one of the options you get when you select the engagement objective. This is a great way of increasing brand awareness and the way that your brand looks to prospective customers. Lots of likes validates your brand to people at all stages of the buying process. Likes are also a strong indicator of how popular you are. It's worth bearing in mind though that it's not going to look good if you don't actively engage with your community after harnessing a bunch of likes. It's not about likes for likes' sake. Likes are a bit of a vanity metric. You need to show that you're engaged. Engaging with potential customers after they've demonstrated their interest is essential. A simple like to win contest, where you offer a free product to someone who's engaged with your post, is a strong incentive, as well as a great lead generator by making sure that your promotion is strongly related to your brand. Now, as with page likes, event responses are another straightforward objective. This objective is designed to help you raise the attendance of your events. To launch one of these campaigns, you'll need to be both an admin or editor of the page and a co-host of the event that you're organizing. By using these kind of ads, you can increase responses and, more importantly, ticket sales. If your business frequently deals with promotions, so if you've got a great band coming to your venue and you want to increase people's awareness, you can boost the invitation, making it more likely that you'll sell out. You can boost an event after it's been created on your page too. Now you might be wondering about events that are not native to Facebook, created either on your business's website or Eventbrite. These will require specific conversion campaigns objectives to achieve your objectives. Finally, offer claims, like with an event objective, apply only to posts created on Facebook itself. You'd use this if you're offering a $10 discount on customers who spent more than $50, for example. Offer claims is a great way of not only engaging your former customers, but also reaching new ones, boosting your sales, and even sending automatic reminders to whomever claimed for the offer. It comes as a barcode or discount code for your in-store or e-commerce store.
Think of engagement campaigns as a chance to build social proof, or for building a system to keep people updated elsewhere than on your site. Now, on that point, put it this way. Not many people will check your blog on a daily basis, but people definitely do check Facebook.
When it comes to launching your brand's new app, the first 72 hours are absolutely critical. The Apple App Store and Google Play Store have roughly 1.3 million apps each. Nearly 2/3 of those don't have a single rating, and 99% of them are considered unprofitable. You want to ensure that your app has as many downloads as possible to increase your App Store ranking. Businesses are seeing the benefits of having an app when it comes to growth. Facebook has too. This is why the app install objective was created, to put ads showcasing your app in front of people who are most likely to install it. The kind of creative you use to promote your video views depends on what message you're actually trying to put across. You could use behind-the-scenes footage, product launches, or customer stories to boost awareness and increase video views. It's also a great way to showcase new products, as people tend to respond really well to unboxing or how it's made style presentations. It's a great way of generating interest. In fact, this is by far the most popular objective chosen by brands to showcase their products and services, or BuzzFeed-style content, in a cool and engaging way. Video content is really starting to dominate the digital marketing landscape. Research from Cisco tells us that by 2019, roughly 85% of all internet traffic will be video-based. 60% of digital marketers currently implement video within their campaigns. Can you see the gap there? Over 80% of them plan on increasing the amount of video ad use in the future. If you've got a piece of video content that you're proud of, you should use the video views objective. The cost per view is generally extremely low. We've seen costs as low as $0.1 per view. Lead generation is all about encouraging people to give lead information, such as their email address, so that you can give them more information about your business and ideally get them into your marketing funnels. Lead ads allow people to show their interest in your brand and your products by filling out information within the ad so that you can follow them up at a later date. They can run on both Facebook and Instagram, where, after clicking on a lead ad, they're taken to an on-platform form. Through it, they fill their pre-populated information, click submit, and then you've got them. Now, from a user perspective, They don't need to stop what they were doing on Facebook. Lead ads help you collect information about your potential customers without them having to leave the platform. Having new leads signed up to your mailing list is as simple as 2 taps. One to open the ad form, and the other to submit the automatically filled data. You see, these leads are super easy to download, either directly from Facebook or through its compatibility with your customer relationship management software, or CRM as we call it, if you use one. Basically, the lead generation objective vastly simplifies the sign-up process, allowing you to directly access the people who are most likely to be interested in learning more about your business. Since you're going to be accessing potential customers' email addresses, it's worth bearing in mind that there are lead ad policies and terms of service that Facebook has in place to protect personal information. To create a lead ad, you'll need to provide a link to your business's privacy policy, a list of the info you want to collect in your form, any required info or fields for managing leads, info you want to include on a welcome screen, and obviously the ad's actual creative. Lead gens are powerful, but it's worth thinking about how much information you want from your audience and whether or not it'd be more worth it to send them directly to a landing page rather than having them fill out a form elsewhere. The final aspect of consideration is messages and how your business interacts with potential clients through Facebook Messenger. Getting people to have conversations with your business opens the potential to generate new leads, drive transactions, answer questions, and offer support. You can't underestimate the popularity of using Facebook Messenger as a resource for interacting with potential customers. Most Americans actually prefer the idea of talking to brands on Facebook. Reports show that 54% of US social media users said they preferred a messenger option with businesses, as opposed to email or phone. On top of this, 67% of people surveyed in a Facebook Commission Nielsen study said that they plan to increase their business using Messenger over the next 2 years. According to Facebook, there are already 2 billion messages sent between people and businesses every month, and that's only going to grow as Facebook optimizes Messenger for business use. You'll have seen Messenger bots appearing in your Messenger app over the last few weeks and months. This trend is only going to gain more and more traction. Using the messages objective is an exciting way of serving click messenger ads to customers, as well as a powerful way to remarket existing customers. What this means is that you can send an ad message to anyone who has had a conversation with your brand in the past. You can promote a new service or offer, or simply remind previous customers about your brand. Watch this space. Facebook is improving its messenger service to include more and more mobile platforms. This is only going to grow. So that's it for consideration. We'll go over conversion in the next video, and then after that, it's on to the next stage of mastering Facebook advertising. The point of conversions is to get prospective customers to take valuable actions on your website, such as adding payment information or making a purchase. We've discussed the importance of the Facebook Pixel and how you should have it on all the pages of your site. Without the Pixel, Facebook won't be able to track all of the necessary data it needs to show you how you can best optimize your campaigns. You should use this objective when you want to drive people from Facebook to your website or app to take a very specific action, such as signing up to a webinar, downloading a guide, or purchasing a product. This way, you can maximize any interest in that topic. There are new targeting capabilities such as purchase value conversion, which even allows you to target users who are willing to make the biggest purchase on your site. So not only will this focus on conversions, you can also focus on the value of conversion. The catalog sales objective can be used to create adverts that automatically show your products from your catalog based on your target audience. By using this objective, you can put the best product right in front of the right prospective buyer. Now, one of the chief benefits of using this objective is being able to shorten the buying process. If you can show them exactly what they want, that's one less stage of the journey for them to figure out for themselves. Then, later on in that marketing funnel, you can show them other products, i.e. people also bought, a la Amazon. Now, before you set up a catalog sales objective-led campaign, you need to make sure that your product catalog is set up. Put simply, it's a list of products that you want to advertise on Facebook. For each entry, you need to include product IDs, names, descriptions, landing pages, and image URLs for them to be eligible. When you select this objective, the Facebook pixels you'll already have installed on your site will mark the things customers enjoyed on your site, as well as what they might be interested in buying. Once you've created the dynamic ad, the product info will appear just as it would on your site, ready for purchasing. This type of objective is ideal if you're an e-commerce company and you want to show a specific product to remarket someone after they viewed it on your website. Think of it as a kind of gentle reminder. Finally, store visits. This is the last section of the conversions ad types and the final advertising objective. Let's say you own a chain of small coffee shops. You need bodies through the door and asses on seats, and your marketing efforts should help you achieve that goal, right? Well, you'll want to appeal to different people depending on their location. You should select this objective, then generate some ads that will really get people interested in the store that's closest to them. Local business promotions are a great way to quickly and easily find new customers in your area by showing adverts to specific groups of people who are near to your geographical area. There are two main features that are different when choosing this objective. Firstly, the map card, which will allow you to share the details of where your business is located, the distance of the user to your business location, hours of operation, and a direction link. Isn't that cool?
The second feature is your call to action button. You will be able to choose from Get Directions, Call Now, Learn More, Send Message, Order Now, and Shop Now, making it even easier for your customers to get in touch.
This objective is really going to help you drive more potential customers through your door and increase sales for your business. It's also very useful if you have any kind of local business, whether that's a restaurant, a hairdresser's, a mechanic shop, or a gym. Remember that this objective is ideal to use when you're offering something that people will need to be near in order to make a proper use of, or something that people need and might not know is in their area. There's a whole variety of ad templates that you can use for this to show what your store looks like, or what you're selling there, such as single images, videos, or carousel formats. Facebook also allows you to track offline or in-store conversions, which can help you understand if your online ad encouraged your customers to pick up the phone, make a purchase, or engage in any other action that Facebook can't typically monitor. Don't worry about this now, however. We'll go over offline events tracking in a separate chapter altogether. So, that's it for objectives. Like I said at the start, they're the foundations of your ad campaigns, and everything you do is built up from the objectives you choose when you create a new ad, regardless of what you actually want to achieve. Hopefully, I've made it clear exactly what each one does, and how you can use them to market your business on Facebook more effectively.